Yeah, does anyone actually think Ben White is better than Timber at right back? Because like I hate to be like making out that this is like, oh, let's all now just brush aside Ben White, but isn't it just quite clear to see with your eyes? Because I love Ben White; he's one of my favourites. I love the shithousery. I love how good he's been for us and how pivotal he's been. But I think Timber takes us to another level, right? No,
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is Ben White's going to get the Ramsdale treatment. I think that's what's going to happen. Ben White will, he will, he'll be gone.
Why is
If
it the first thing you have to do is go to the extreme, Brendan?
it's not that,
Why is
How's
it?
that is
Why?
extreme?
Why? What? 1 second. You're one person who screams for squad depth and improving the squad. And the moment
yeah.
we have squad depth and we've improved the squad, it's he's Ramsdale now. What the hell are you doing,
No.
Brendan?
You got that. This is where you've got to understand your manager, mate, because Aaron Ramsdale is a much better keeper than Norbert fucking Neto, right? But we didn't keep Aaron Ramsdale. We sold
I mean,
him.
goalkeeping's a bit different though, because there's only one
goalkeeper's
position.
different.
It's a little
It's
bit
not
different.
different.
And Ramsdale
not.
has made it clear plenty of times that Ramsdale just wants to play football. He doesn't care where he's playing it at. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So
And
that's a very different situation.
Okay, does anybody
Yeah,
think?
but context doesn't matter. Arteta's the problem, right?
No.
No.
Does anybody? I never said that. Does anybody think that Ben White is going to happily sit on the bench? Because I don't.
I
I mean,
actually think
I
Ben
don't
White
think
is
Ben White
very
needs to be on the
chill,
bench.
and I
Arsenal
think he'll
gonna
be
play
happy here.
Oh,
So
that's what.
I think Arsenal are going to play
what you
60
believe.
games a year, and when you're as versatile as people forget, Ben White is a centre back. When he was playing for Brighton, he was a centre back. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So he can cover Saliba, he can cover Gabriel, he's going to cover Timber. Arsenal are going to play 60 games this season. Ben White's going to start 25, 30 games a year. That's literally the meaning of squad depth. I mean, Man City have Akanji, Nathan Ake, Gvardiol, Diaz. I mean, that's what you need at the top level. You need all of these defenders and all of these solid starting level players.
No, I don't disagree with you, my friend. This isn't me saying we need to sell Ben White. I know Arsenal Football Club, mate. I know that now you're going to start to see Arsenal become self-sustaining again. And can
No, I
we?
don't. Okay, maybe with the
That
attackers and the
is an
midfielders.
assumption.
Wait, but can I ask a question?
Maybe with the
When
attackers
do
and the midfielders, Arteta's not selling his defenders, bro. He's
you
worked
when do
so
you think
hard
this is
to,
going to
to
happen,
assemble these guys as bro. He's not touching those defenders, bro. He's got the perfect set of
Brendan?
defenders. He's not
When do
touching
you
them.
think this is going to happen? I'm just because I'm asking because you have Kivior, Zinchenko, and Tomiyasu that are like in the defender ranks or whatever are way further down than Ben White, and we only have 2 right backs. So, like, even if you're saying like what you're saying is true, that Ben White eventually won't be like excited about being on the bench, the likelihood of that being anytime soon doesn't make sense to me personally, just because even if he is unhappy, you got other guys that are like, I mean, we're talking guys that aren't even really in the picture at all. So
No,
I don't think we need to be worried about Ben White, to be honest. I mean, if he wants to leave in 2 seasons, we'll deal with it then. But now, like, I think it's fine.
I take that point. You're right. There are players in defensive positions that need to leave the football club before Ben White. Yeah, 100%. I take that. You know, and I do. I personally, I would keep Ben White regardless of whether he's starting or whether he's sitting on the bench, because as you've rightly pointed out, squad depth is important. But how long is he going to be happy to sit on the bench when he's played a vital part in Arsenal almost winning the league for the past 2 years? Also, yeah, we all know what's coming with the football club. We all know it. Don't yeah, but Egal, you
What
look
do you
like
know, Brendan?
Egal, you look like that, yeah. Look at how much we spent in the summer. We was
No,
in
but look at how much Liverpool spent. They're top of the league.
that is
So
proof
is that
once
relevant?
again that this football club is going in the same direction that it did under Arsene Wenger. I'm telling you now, all the
1 second.
signs are
You have
there.
no evidence. You are using previous ownership groups where we had 2 owners. You're using previous historical evidence that has nothing to do with this current team, this current manager, and the current people running the club. Everything has changed from back then to now. So you basically saying that we're going to go back to the old days. Do you want us to go back to relevance? Like you scream about squad depth, but then all of a sudden you're saying you want us to sell players. You scream about how you want us to improve. We're making those improvements, and all of a sudden you're fear mongering. You're basically telling Arsenal fans, oh, we're gonna go back to being what we were. Why would we? Why would we go back to not strengthening the squad and improving across the pitch? Why would we go back to not being ruthless and replacing players? The same ruthlessness you asked for, you criticize when Arteta does it to Ramsdale. I honestly don't know what you want, Brandon, because you want us to be successful, but in order to take those steps to get success, not everything has to be done the way you want as a fan. There's things that they are going to do that we might disagree with, i.e., signing Kai Havertz, and sometimes it works out better than we expect.
Well, quite clearly, Egal, you haven't listened at all to anything that I've said, or you've selectively picked out what you want to hear. Because at no point in what I said did I say I want players to be sold. At no point did I say I want Ben White to be sold. At no point did I criticise Mikel Arteta for selling Aaron Ramsdale. Right? At no point have I stated that I want Arsenal to go back to being a self-sustaining club. I am just merely pointing out that the signs are already there that we are becoming that club again.
What
Look
signs?
Look at the last couple of January transfer windows, right? When Arsenal have needed something and we haven't dipped into it.
Did we not bid 55 million for Caicedo?
Does anybody? Yeah, but we didn't get it over the line. That's my point again.
No,
right?
but but that goes against your argument.
No, it doesn't. Does anybody
does.
here?
Because the money's there.
Egal, you said yourself last week you do not believe that Arsenal will go out in January and get any players. Yeah. So
I don't believe they'll get what we need. Yes.
We all agree we need players. Yes.
I know, but I also think that we can find internal solutions. The thing that you're doing is you are judging Arsenal's future solely on transfers. Liverpool won the league without making any transfers, for example. They're currently top of the table without any transfers. You can improve as a team internally by players getting better, tactics changing, and you finding new ways to play better. Now, I don't think everything is doom and gloom, and I don't think I misheard you. I'm simply stating the fact that you're saying we're going back to our old days. There's no evidence to state that we're going back to anything. The only evidence we have currently is that Arteta has been slowly trying to improve the squad wherever he can, and if he can't get a striker, he's gonna go get another left back who fits his style. If he can't get a midfielder which is going to be Odegaard backup, he's gonna get a left-sided midfielder to help improve the starting 11. We've always tried to improve the starting 11 every summer. And in January, yes, we might not spend a ridiculous amount of money, but it's not like we haven't had the money there to attempt to make those bids. Guess what? If the right player's not there, the club and the people running it have made it clear that they don't want to go and spend above and beyond on players that they're not 100% sold on. We wanted Modric, the money was there. We ended up with Trossard. We wanted Caicedo, we ended up getting Jorginho. It's not, the money is there. It's just we.
You said that below was finishing below Arne Slot's Liverpool is a sackable offence for Arteta. What are you telling me, Egal?
Is the season over? I don't know. Everyone's
no, but if he does,
listen, we're talking about Liverpool. We're talking about Arne Slot. They're playing well. Let's relax. It's nothing. There's no guarantee in football. There's no guarantee in football. And if I'm not mistaken, Man City podcast, when Arsenal were so far ahead, they weren't thinking about, oh, Arsenal are guaranteed now going to go on to win. If I'm not mistaken, Manchester United, when they were ahead of us in '97. You guys probably remember it better than me, but did we have this mentality where, oh, a team so far ahead of us, doom and gloom? No, we had the mentality we're going to take it game by game. We're going to get ourselves up for every game. Our performances and our results have to start matching up and take it game by game, and we can win. Really and truly, Liverpool could drop points their next game, and it's a 6-point gap if we win our game. Then they could get a draw the next game. It could be a 5-point gap. Football, things change quickly. So I remember a year ago, me and Brendan were on stream on the Football Terrace, yelling at each other, talking about who players are this, players are that. And the next week, what happened? Man City dropped points. We were back top of the table, and he looked very silly. So I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, Arteta has to keep this team going, and all he can do is continue to perform. And I will judge him at the end of the
3 weeks
season.
ago, though. You
I
said
will
3
judge him
weeks
at
ago.
the. No.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
wavering.
yeah,
1
3
second,
weeks
Ken.
ago.
Ken,
3 weeks ago, we
Ken,
got
I am not
evidence.
changing.
Said
1 second.
that it got,
I've not changed my tune at all.
I'm Arsenal. Mikel Arteta will be sacked. I know you're a very good politician, and I can see past that
Oh my
politician.
God.
That politician, bit of skullduggery. You said 3 weeks ago that if Mikel Arteta finished below Arne Slot, or let's put it in the order that it should go in, if Liverpool finished above Arsenal or won the league, Mikel Arteta should get the sack on the basis that we're better than Liverpool and that Liverpool should never finish above us, that only City should finish above us. It's on tape. I've got the tapes to prove it.
And you know what, Kenny,
I've got the tapes.
we will still finish above them, and I believe that. So I haven't changed my tune. As for
You
Arne
said
Slot,
that. You said that 2 weeks ago.
as for Arne Slot in Liverpool, I'm seeing the cracks. I see the cracks.
Okay. They didn't look too bad tonight against Real Madrid, but okay, fair play. If you see the cracks,
Hey, Real Madrid. Did you see Real Madrid versus Barcelona?
No, I didn't. No, I haven't seen Real Madrid most of the year, to be honest. But I hear they've been crap, and they're looking at sacking Ancelotti,
They got
which is
smacked 4-0. They got smacked
They
4-0
should
in
be.
their crowd.
They should be looking at sacking Mbappe. That's who if you're looking at sacking. Not
yeah, man. He's been a
Ancelotti.
flop.
Man,
He's been a flop, man.
guy's a top player, man. He's just takes
Arsenal
time,
without Odegaard. Arsenal
I've
without
never seen
Odegaard
it.
was
He
the
ain't a
best
striker,
team
man.
to
He ain't a
play
striker,
for
that's
this
for sure.
season.
Hey,
And
I
that's
think
why
it's
he's-
Sorry,
Go on,
I-
Egal.
I
Go
was
on.
gonna
say Arsenal without Odegaard was Liverpool's best test this season, and we outplayed them for majority of the game. We should have won that game.